Just a couple of weed guys.
Shit,
we're such
we
weed
do
guys.
Weed.
God.
Is this how we normally start shows?
Yeah. Dude, just want to let everybody know that we're total weed guys.
Dude,
now.
we do so much ganj, my dude.
It's fucking rad, dude. I got so much keef out this last bag, dude. I scooped it out and like made a hat out the keef, dude. I wear that shit around the house. My dog.
You're
looks
like the
gets
chief of
fucked up.
Keef.
Chief. Oh, holy shit.
Dude, your name should be Chief Keef. I don't know if that's taken, but
$20 grams. That's that shit I don't like because I'm a weed guy, dude.
All right. So anyway, I'm Devin Howard.
I'm Devin Mullen.
And this is another episode of
My Other Buddy, Devin.
Pew, pew. There should be some air horns and stuff
We'll get one day.
there. But speaking of weed, today's episode's about run-ins with the law.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
Perfect
I know, right?
timing.
Yeah. It's that time of year,
Yeah.
you know. It's the holiday where we all get pulled over. It's
Mhm.
right before the end of the month.
Dude, okay, yeah.
So, like, people are like, oh, we got to
Exactly.
get those fucking quotas in.
Yeah, summer's
and they pull me
hot.
over for nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Summer's hot. People are restless. It fucking happens, dude.
Yeah.
Commit so many more crimes over the summer. Man,
Yeah.
I don't stop at stop signs during the summer because I'm restless. It's wild.
Dude, the past week, I have ran equivalent of 30 fucking stop signs.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough.
Just like, because like for some reason, the past week I was just like, fuck stop signs, you know?
It's a fad.
Yeah.
It's like a personal brand
It's like
fad.
Janko jeans. I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
And I just fucking
Well, dude, that was my stop sign period. Where I just
Like your Andy
2019
Warhol,
and
like, these are my
2021.
stop sign periods.
Yeah.
No, but like I heard a rumor that if a stop sign has a white ring around it,
Mhm.
then it is a yield sign. It
Wait.
is optional, and it is 100% false.
That's not true?
No, it is not true.
Fuck, dude. Danny, my driving teacher, told me it was. We were bumping Zeppelin, and he was like, "Yeah, just roll through the stop sign there, Junior." And we
Hey,
fucking
just roll on through it, my
I've
dude.
been doing that for literally 12 years. God damn. Okay.
Well, I think like to me, stop signs are optional.
Yeah.
They're just like, because like if I got pulled, I don't know why I keep taking my drink, not drinking it, and then putting it back on the table.
Dude, it's
Like
a
I'm making a
soothing
point.
motion. It's a soothing motion.
Yeah.
To have a drink in your hand.
But
I feel you.
hold on, this is me taking a drink. But if I got pulled over for running a stop sign and there was no one else, I think that is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like then it's optional. Then it's like I don't give a fuck. Like if I'm on like a street in like a neighborhood and then I run a stop sign.
Who cares?
Who fucking cares?
Everybody's
bro?
going slow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like those blinking red lights. It's optional, man. And I'm not a bad driver or anything. I just don't stop at stop signs. What's the
Yeah.
big deal?
I don't stop at stop signs and the occasional red light.
It's not
I
a big
mean,
deal,
whatever.
man. People don't drive usually.
Yeah,
when
drive
they're driving.
defensively, not
Yeah.
offensively.
Mhm.
Everyone knows.
Exactly. Watch out for guys like us that run stop signs.
Any hoozle. So have you had any run-ins with the law?
Man, yeah. I actually have. One time when I was 18, after was it like it wasn't Gustav, it was Hurricane Isaac came,
Right.
and I was like a freshman in college, and me and my buddies evacuated with my parents to Sandestin. It's a resort in Destin. It sucks, but like they have like a little prefab like town square in the middle of the resort where there are like restaurants and fucking like bars and shit. But we're 18. And we're like, dude, you can't drink, man. What are we gonna do? We're not in New Orleans, so we went up to this fry cook who worked at one of the restaurants, and my buddy was like, "Hey man, can you hook us up with any ganj, bro?" And
Did you say ganja?
yeah, and
So,
this
hey,
dude,
you guys ganja goblins?
yeah, he called it ganj, and the fry cook looked super offended and was like, I don't know, man. Maybe come back later." But I guess he went and grabbed his manager because we're like walking away, and this stubby dude, like kind of looked like Danny DeVito, like comes like running up to us, like breathing super heavily, sweating, and he's like, "Hey, stop!" And because we're 18 and we like grew up listening to Authority our whole lives, we stopped. And then this dude is like, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna call the cops on you for trying to buy weed from one of my employees." So we got like detained at the Sandestin, right? And we're all sitting. This cop, like this Florida ass cop, like big ass mustache like mine, except it's gray. Aviators kind of like mine, except they're reflective. Comes up and he's like, boys. Like they had all our IDs at this point. He's like,
Right.
I got your trump cards right here, boys, right in my hand. You see? 3 trump cards. We got a saying here in Florida. You come here on vacation, right? You get a violation, you leave on probation, and you come back for incarceration. That's what happens down here. Yeah, dude.
First of all, that's the worst saying because it's so long. It's like a paragraph.
The guy, yeah, he's a shitty dude. Like, just based on that alone. My fucking dad had to come get us, and he's like, Dev, I don't know if you know how disappointed I am in you. I can't believe you tried to buy weed from that fry cook. He's like, you could have asked me. I would have bought y'all beers. It's like, damn. If I knew this was an option, I would have hit you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not my only run-in with the law. But it's the only one I want to talk about right now because the other ones are really bad. I'm just kidding.
Well, so my run-in with the law was like a couple years ago. Like once a month, I would drive to a new city. I had a couple days off like every month, so I was just like, any place that was within 10 hours of driving, I would just drive to and just like spend time in the city. And I went to Atlanta, Georgia. No, this was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis.
Yeah, in Memphis. On Beale Street.
Oh
right.
Man, walking in Memphis, dude.
Yeah, walking in Memphis.
Grab my feet like 10 feet off of the Beale.
I don't know the words of the song.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I thought that Beale Street was like Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Where like anything goes, Wild West, like nothing matters. So I go into this bar straight up 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just like, just any drink, give me all of them. And I was just getting drunk because I was by myself in a new city. So I was like, this is what I do. So I was hammered, and then I was like, all right, time to go have a cigarette. So I walk out outside with a drink. Can't do that.
Ooh, not even on Beale?
No.
I thought they fucking let you.
No one stopped me from going outside, so I was just like, yeah, Wild West, whatever. Fucking time to drink on the street. You know, I'm used to this.
There's a new man in town, and he don't care about the open container laws.
I'm the sheriff, and you all are my subordinates. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like 2 drags into the cigarette, and a cop walks up to me, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just like, not much, dude. Just having a drink, smoking a cigarette. What's up with you, dude?
You called him dude?
No, I was like, yeah, I'm just having a cigarette. Like, what the fuck?
That rules.
Yeah, he was just like, you can't drink outside. And I was like, well, I can't smoke inside. So what do you want me to do?
Oh, shit. Nice.
And he's like, I need you to put out that cigarette and go inside. And I was like, and I just threw my drink, which was in a glass container.
What?
I say threw it. I kind of just like,
oh my God.
I kind of lazily like tossed it like you're tossing a treat to a dog.
Oh no.
I was like, well, I guess I'll just stay outside. And I flick, and it crashed. And he was like, hey man, you better watch out. And I was like, what? You told me I can't do one or the other, and I'm not done my cigarette yet.
Oh no.
And he was just like, you better what? And he like made me put out the cigarette. He talked to me. He was just like, look, you gotta fucking calm down, man. This, and I'm like, dude, I'm from New Orleans, man. Nothing fucking matters.
Holy shit! I can't believe he didn't beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. So, well,
that's
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah. So finally, I was just like, hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking hammered. I'm taking an Uber back to my hotel, whatever. And he's just like, just get inside and sober up. And then I just walked inside, and he left.
Dude, that's fucking intense shit. Like,
yeah.
I was waiting for the twist to be like, yo, I'm actually speaking to you from the other realm. I'm astrally projecting from Ghost World because this cop shot me.
Projecting from jail.
Yeah.
I watched Insidious once, and now I figured out how to astral project.
It's me. Hey, I'm incarcerated currently in Florida, and I'm here in your living room drinking a fucking Pruno wine that I made in the toilet.
But yeah, like to this day, I'm surprised I didn't get arrested.
That's really crazy, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like super white privilege. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like that dude.
No,
I don't know, man. That's like some serious shit.
Like I don't want to make it like a racial issue, but like 100% because I was white, he was just like, don't you do that?
Yeah.
And like let me go inside.
Oh yeah, I feel like if I was black and that shit had happened in Florida, I would have been in jail.
Yeah.
Like they would have been like, you're soliciting, not like called your dad and be like, you're a good boy, I know you are. Like you just made one bad mistake.
Yeah, and so that was my run-in with the law in walking to Memphis.
God, Memphis sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Man, my Memphis story, it's not really a run-in with the law, but I was with my dad there like maybe 2 years ago almost. It was December 2017.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and my dad got like pneumonia while we were in Memphis, and he was just like in the hotel room like hacking and coughing, like moaning and shit because he was all fucked up. And I was just like, oh god, like freaking out. I was like, my dad's gonna die. We're in Memphis, like everything's fucked up. I don't know how to get home. Oh Jesus, like, and like walk to the bar down the street because that's what you do when you freak out.
That's what you do when you are having a panic attack. You walk to a bar.
Yeah, I walked to the bar and started drinking, and I was like, it's gonna be good. Like I'm gonna have this fucking au jus sandwich, and I'm gonna feel better. And this dude walks up to me, and he's like, hey man, and I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, where are you from, buddy? And I was just like, New Orleans, dude. Like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Memphis, man. New Orleans, huh? He's like, that's a pretty cool place. Like, I like it there, man. I used to live there. I'm like, yeah, really? Cool. He's like, yeah, I used to live on Chapatoulas by the shipyards, which coincidentally we are close to right now.
That is where we are.
But
right
I was like, yeah, dude, like, that's pretty sweet. He's like, yeah, man, loved it down there. Pretty crazy place. He's like, hey, you see that girl over there? And he like points at this lady across the bar, and I was just like, yeah. He's like, think she's hot? I was just like, no, man. Like, I don't really want to have this conversation.
You never say yes to a question like that.
You don't say, Andy. I was just like, dude, like, I just want to eat my sandwich. He's like, yeah, man, you want to fuck her? And I was just like, no. He's like, yo, $250, dude. Like,
what?
Go up to the hotel room. And she comes up.
That's it?
Dude, I'm wearing a banana shirt, right? It's a shirt that has bananas all over it. And she's like, hey, banana shirt. And I was just like, hey. And she's like, so did my buddy talk to you? And I was just like, yeah, like, I'm good, though. Like, I'm trying to close out. Like, I need to go tend to my fucking dying father. Like,
your answer to a prostitute's like, nah, I'm good.
yeah, like, thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. It's so nice of you, but, like, am I? Like, I gotta go back. And right.
Oh, my God, that's so fucking funny.
Dude, I went back to the hotel room. My dad's still fucked up. I brought him, like, cough syrup. I'm like, Dad, that helps pneumonia, right? And I fucking, like, woke up the next day. We, like, went to fucking Graceland. And he's, like, hacking and coughing. And I'm like, this is the worst day ever. Like, I hate this so much. We got to the end, saw Elvis' grave.
Both of your idols are going to die that day.
Yeah, my dad and Elvis. Wait. Fucking, yeah, but we, like, finished Graceland. He's like, I gotta go back to the room. I was like, why did you insist on coming to Graceland? Like, this is the worst thing in the world. So we went back, and I'm like, fuck, my dad's gonna die again. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to the same bar because lightning doesn't strike twice, right? I fucking go back. This lady approaches me within like 10 minutes of being there. She's like, hey, banana shirt. I'm not wearing the banana shirt at this point.
Oh,
but
shit, she remembered you.
She remembered me. And I was like, hey, what's up? She's like, not much. She's like, having a good time tonight. And I was like, yes, but like, I'm doing it alone. And she was like, okay. And like, left me alone.
Oh, shit, dude.
You say no once,
like,
and they
bat prostitutes away.
I was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. Memphis sucks, man. Memphis is like the worst place. And it was like fucking 20 degrees outside when I was there. So it was
Memphis sucks.
Oh, it was awful, dude. I was so upset the whole fucking time. And I was like, we got back, and I was like, Dad, you got to go to the fucking doctor. And he's like, you know what, Duff, I think I might go to urgent care. Dude, that's a whole other long story about the rest of our trip, but I'll tell it later.
Yeah. So we have a guest today.
Yes.
I'm very excited. So she was we met her at a bar. She's not banana shirt, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she seemed like a cool person, so we decided to have her on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Trish Montgomery.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Trish?
Doing good, feeling good, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we're talking today, I don't know if you were listening, about run-ins with the law.
Oh, God.
Have you had some?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've had a few. I've had a few run-ins. I mean, I guess there's some that like stick out like more than others, I guess. One of my oh God, y'all, it was so scary. When I was like 16,
yeah,
I was at, what is that bar? Friar Tuck's.
Friar Tuck's?
I was at Friar fucking Tuck's.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I mean, you know, it was one of those places where you get it. It didn't matter how old you were. You were 12. They let you in. Didn't fucking matter. They didn't care.
Right.
And it got raided.
Oh, shit.
That shit is scary, y'all. That shit is scary.
Right.
Okay, I'm 16 years old. I'm 3 sheets to the fucking wind. All right. I've been drinking vodka and cherry juice all night. That's all. Just all night. Yeah. And like all the cops come in at one time, scream, freeze, don't drop your cups. I dropped that fucker.
Yeah, of course.
Like instantly. Threw it instantly away. So what happened was I was actually close to the door.
Uh-huh.
And I managed to, like, so they rushed in. all the guys rushed in, and I was able to like squeak behind them.
Oh shit!
And like get out the door, and
Yeah.
I ran. I've never run so fast in my whole fucking life, and I ended up in someone's bushes on the side of someone's house, calling my boyfriend at the time, like, get your ass over here and pick me up before I get arrested, because they had seen people running, and
Right.
so they were all coming. They were like looking they were like scouring the neighborhood for the kids that had like booked it.
Oh,
And
shit.
y'all, my
So they're
heart
doing, like,
rate.
a search team type.
Yes,
thing,
they
or
did
what?
search teams. It was serious business,
Oh my
y'all. I
God.
don't. It was like I didn't understand about how serious this shit was going to be, and they fanned out. They fanned out looking for the people, and I am cowering in a bush on the side of someone's house, and my boyfriend pulls up in his mom's van, because that's what we drove around in.
Hell
Of
yeah,
course.
dude.
Pulls up in his mother's van, opens the side door. I tuck and roll into the van. And y'all, I swear to God, I saw my life flash before my eyes, because my mama, she would have killed me. She would have killed me. And so that was my very first run-in. And I still think about it to this day. I think about
that was your number one.
how fast and how hard my heart was beating. And I cannot even contemplate how much trouble I would have been in had I been caught at Friar Tuck's.
Trish, I just gotta say, I loved Friar Tuck's. I miss it.
Who
dearly.
didn't? Who didn't?
Had a few stories. My buddy actually pooped in the bushes by Lusher one time, our freshman year of college. It was rough. Yeah, he jumped the fence and did a similar thing where he hid in a bush. but-
Similar but slightly different,
Yeah.
because I did not.
Yeah, you didn't
I
poop.
did not poop.
Poop in a bush.
I was full control of my bowels.
That's good. That's good. I
Thank
mean,
you.
a lot of times after Tux, people weren't.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's true. Fair enough. Fair fair assessment.
Good on you.
I have a drinking bar story.
Yeah.
Kind of similar. I was at the Boot.
Oh,
in
the
New
boot.
Orleans.
Hell yeah.
That's
The
where, like,
boot.
all
Eat that boot pizza.
Yeah. Dope
That's where,
old
like,
baby.
all bad stories start.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
I don't know if I told the story on the podcast before, but I was with some friends, and I was so drunk that I decided that was my bachelor party night. Wasn't engaged.
How old were you at that time?
I was probably like 23, 24.
Hmm.
So like I wasn't engaged, wasn't dating anybody, but I was like, it's a bachelor party.
Mhm.
So I got shit housed because it was like penny shot night or whatever the fuck they do there.
Penny
where
shots.
It was just like
Penny shots.
I'm gonna,
Hell yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, let's
so
do
it's
it
just
tonight.
like, oh yeah, I got $1. I'm gonna die of alcohol poisoning, and
That's 100 shots.
It's not enough
Oh,
to take me down, dude. I feel you.
Oh, yeah.
100 shots. Yeah. Anyway, I had something, I lost it.
Yeah.
So I basically started like a mosh pit in the middle of the
At
boot.
the boot?
Mhm.
Yeah, but
To
instead
what
of like
song?
any
Any-
whatever song they play.
For some reason, in my head, I'm hearing Brick House. Like, I'm thinking it's Brick House, like a straight up, like it's like a fucking 90s comedy.
Yeah.
When
It was
it's
probably
just
Brick
busting a
House.
move. You're like an old lady.
But
That's
instead of
perfect.
like
Yeah.
instead of hardcore dancing, it was break dancing.
Nice.
And so
Right.
I almost got in a fight with like everyone there.
Great.
Because I was kicking and I don't know how to break dance. Spoiler alert.
Mhm.
So I got escorted,
Gently.
gently escorted. They asked me nicely and they said, "Hey, can you please leave?" And I said, "I will, sir. Thank you for your kindness. I will see you in a fortnight."
This is your like remembering of your drunken conversation.
No, it was 100% what it was.
I told him I need to get out of these wet clothes and into a dry martini.
I turned into James Bond after. So they escorted me out, and there was still a line for the boot. So I was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if I tried to like start a fight with everybody in the line?"
Oh, that sounds real hilarious.
Mhm.
It was so fun. It was like Eddie Murphy raw hilarious.
It doesn't
like-
hold up.
Like it doesn't hold up.
No.
God damn.
Is that like it sounds good in theory?
Right. It was funny at the time. A lot
Yeah.
of people liked it when it happened, but if you look at it now, it's awful.
Yeah.
So I started just
Understood.
cursing people out. I was like, "Fuck you, I don't know you, but fuck you." And so my buddies are like, "Hey, you gotta go."
Yeah.
Like I'm more than blackout drunk at this point, and like you gotta go. So I got in a fight with a street sign.
Mm-hmm.
I got in a fight with a bush, and then I punched a cop car.
Ooh.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah,
Generally frowned upon.
they don't like that.
No.
So I punched a cop car, and so the guy kind of like did that thing where it's like he came out and looked over and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, you know me, just hanging out." And so my friends were like, "No, it's fine. We're gonna take him home." Blah blah blah. And he was just like, He better not be driving." And I was just like, "I'm not driving, you fucking piece of shit." And my buddy jumped on me. I almost got in a fight with him. I almost broke my knuckle because I punched a sign with a bunch of staples in it. It was
Nice.
not my best night.
You
know?
sound like fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a blast when I'm drunk.
Dude.
Yeah.
But now, like when I'm older, when I'm drunk, it's more of like I get more classy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've noticed.
as he says as he
Okay.
crosses his legs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was my second almost experience with a police officer.
Dude, nice.
Wow.
I love the boot, man.
That's like way more intense than my run-in. Holy shit.
Trish, do you have another run-in with the law story?
All right. Well, so it was my little brother. It was his 21st birthday. Okay. So I'm like a year at the so I was like 22, 23 at the time.
Okay.
And I'm trying to take him out, have a good time, right? All right. And so, we went out, we had a few drinks, and yes, I unfortunately decided that I was fully capable of driving my vehicle.
Of course.
Of course, naturally, because that's what people do when they're 22 and 23. They're just fucking dumb.
I did that shit too.
They're
Yeah.
invincible.
I mean, I was fully invincible.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, let's go. We're going to go to the Bulldog on Magazine Street. So we're driving. I'm like, get in the car. Get the fuck in the car. We're leaving one place, or I think may have been Jimmy's. I don't. Anyway, so we're leaving what I can only assume was Jimmy's, because if it didn't happen at Tuck's, it happened at Jimmy's. All right, so we're leaving.
For story's sake, it's Jimmy's.
If we're gonna go with Jimmy Club. So we're at the Jimmy Club. We left Jimmy Club. We're gonna go to the Bulldog on Magazine Street. We're driving, and I see the lights, and my knuckles went white. I look at my brother. I said, "Don't fucking say anything." He's like, "I can't. There's nothing I can do to help you." I was like,
You're
"Don't
already in it."
say anything, my God. So I get pulled over right in front of the Bulldog on Magazine Street, right in front of it.
Shit.
And the cop gets out, and I get out, act like I'm parking, because I thought that was the most natural thing for me to do, because I was already at my destination.
Yeah, just get out and park and go.
I was like, "Oh, well, I was just parking here. I didn't realize you were following me, blah, blah, blah." He asked for my license and registration, give it to him, and he said, "Your lights were off." I was like, "Oh."
Are they not?
Well, it was like dusk. I mean, it was right between the twilight hour. So I didn't quite realize, officer, like, well, my apologies. And my little brother, who, just turned 21, he's very drunk, and he's sitting on the edge of the car, ready to go into the Bulldog with the look on his face that is just, if he had opened his mouth, he would have thrown up. He would have won, and I would have been in trouble.
Oh shit.
So he was like, "Well, okay," and he was like, "Well, where are you off to?" And I was like, "We're just going to the Bulldog right here." He's like, "Well, don't drink before you leave." I'm like, "No, never, officer. I would no."
What?
No.
That is awful.
And I had never been so nonchalant in my life. I was fully impressed at how nonchalant I was having a conversation after having several shots, driving my vehicle with no lights on down Magazine Street.
Yeah. Man.
And he was like, "All right, ma'am, have a good night." And I went, "Okay." And I sauntered into the Bulldog. I grabbed my little brother. I said, "If you say a word to this, if you speak of this ever again, I will absolutely destroy your life." And he's just going, "Okay, nope, that's fine. That's fine. It's whatever, sis." I'm like, "Give me a drink." And I did take a cab home after that.
Oh, that's
because I felt like, you don't want to roll the dice twice.
No.
You don't want to do that.
But to be fair, lightning doesn't strike twice.
You're so right. As your previous story obviously let us know, I would have been arrested later that night.
That would have happened.
For sure.
Oh God.
But like you're saying before, the fact that I was this little 20-year-old little white girl getting out of my car. Oh, I'm fine. No, everything's fine, officer. Just been driving for miles without my lights on in the middle of the night. Everything's fine, sir. Yeah, it was very frightening. I was frightened.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if you get pulled over in front of the bulldog, there's no jurisdiction. It's like, I'm here. Bye.
I'm already here.
I'm
already here, dude.
do? I'm not driving anymore.
I'm no longer moving my vehicle. Keys are out.
No, there's actually it's weird. It's part of Napoleonic Code. If you've already gotten your first drink at the bar where you parked at, the cops can't legally apprehend you.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's literally it's written in
I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that little factoid. I swear to God.
It's so when a cop pulls you over, you're like, no. I've got drunk here.
Yeah.
Excuse me. If I could quote Napoleonic Code to you, it was 4.27 of the Napoleonic Code.
Yep.
You could look it up, officer. That would be great.
Your Napoleonic scroll.
Pull out
you could pull out your scroll, please.
Let them know.
If you could send a carrier pigeon to the state capitol.
Officer, stop.
You don't understand the Napoleonic Code, so I'm going to get drunk in this bulldog.
And once you get the code, I'll probably be gone. So
pull up. You could be like, officer, listen to me. Stop.
Stop.
This is Napoleonic Code. I am reading it to you aloud from a scroll. Stop. I want to let you know.
Or just do it full. Just do it full. What's that? What's the beep beep beep?
Morse code.
Full Morse code. Just got beep 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 beep.
Let them know.
Beep beep beep.
You like, you got me.
That's actually part of police academy.
That's right. If you can't understand Morse code in normal everyday language, what are you doing being a police officer?
You can't be a cop.
He's not protecting or serving me if he doesn't know Morse code.
No, I agree.
Oh man.
If there's an emergency, we're going straight Morse code.
Yeah. Exactly.
National disaster.
100%.
So do you have another Devi?
Cop story?
Heavy Dev?
I mean, I got a lot of cop stories, honestly, from my early 20s. Heavy Devi?
Heavy Devi.
Dude, that's a good nickname. I like it. Man, one time when I was like 23, I got blackout drunk with my buddies on a Friday night.
Why do all of our stories start like that?
Yeah, it's bad.
When I was 23, I got blackout drunk.
I mean, this is pretty bad. I actually feel bad about this. I fucking woke up in my buddy's car. He had parked it at Dat Dog on Frenchman, and I was like, fuck dude, I gotta get back to my house uptown. And he's like, I don't know, man, I guess you're on your own, you slept in my car, I gotta go to work. And I was like, okay, and started making my way down Frenchman, walking back uptown, because even though Uber existed, it didn't run through my fucking mind that I should call a cab. I was like, well, it's a Saturday, I can day drink. So I just started hitting bars and slowly made my way to the interstate, at Lee Circle. And these dudes were under the bridge, and they're like, hey, man, can you spare some change? And, I was drunk at this point, so I was like, I'll do you one better, dude. You want to go to fucking Red Zone? And these guys are like, yeah, man. I was like, so.
Oh, my God.
So we walked to Red Zone.
I'm going to make your fucking day, bro.
I was like, are you ready for the onslaught? So we fucking, went. I was like, dude, do you guys like Bacardi? They're like, yeah, of course I like
Bacardi.
So I fucking bought
anything.
I bought a fifth of Bacardi, and then we went back under the bridge, walked back from Red Zone, and we sat and passed the bottle of Bacardi for fucking probably 30 minutes.
So you passed it from mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
To mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a friend of the homeless.
Okay. All right.
So we got pretty drunk under the bridge. I mean, I was already drunk, but it was just overkill. And they were like, hey man, do you like Molly? And
who doesn't?
Yeah, I was like, I love Molly.
She seems great.
She's a great gal. And they're like, yeah, man. Hey, look, we can get you some. And I was like, oh, of course you can. I believe it. And so we walked back down St. Charles to Jackson. And we made a right and went down Barone Street, where I actually used to have an apartment. It was crazy. I was like, my old house is right there. They were like, cool, I don't have a house. And I was like, yeah,
cool.
Word. So we walked up to this crack house, dude, that was at the end of the block that I specifically remember from living right there. And they were like, hey man, so I need $40. And I was like, okay. I gave it $40. We're gonna go inside and get it. And I was like, okay. So I stood outside. There's all these people coming in and out, yelling at each other and stuff. And these cops roll up. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I was just like, I'm just hanging out, waiting for my boys. And they're like,
waiting for my dudes, bro.
Dude.
Oh my God.
And they're just like, no, you're fucking not. They're like, get out of here. Like, what? Go back to St. Charles. I was like, all right, if you say so. I'm like, and stumbled out that way, and I ended up taking an Uber back to my house. It was a long day. I told my roommate about it. He did not believe me, and I was like, dude, this all just happened, but I'm gonna go pass out now.
So you spent roughly $60 to $70 to hang out with people under a bridge. To just go home.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So those police officers saved your life, pretty much, kind of.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mention it,
National
thank you.
heroes.
Thank you, officers, for your service to the community. I survived to live another day.
I just love how you're pointing out how you had multiple houses to homeless people.
Yeah.
Like, I used to live here, and now I live over here.
Now I live over here.
Now I live closer to Audubon Park.
Would you like some
Back
tea,
under
please?
the bridge where you live.
This is a beautiful hovel you have.
I'll have to see if my maid can come later. I'm going to be sleeping late tomorrow.
There sure are a lot of old English cans around here. Perhaps you can fashion some kind of Etsy project out of them.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. The studio's getting trashed right now.
Yeah.
I think my wife is drunker than we were in these stories. And oh my God. What is happening?
Yeah, boy.
That's what happens.
Yeah, boy.
That's what happens when you drink canned margaritas.
Yo, canned margaritas.
From Target.
Y'all, canned margaritas have a real important place in this economy.
I mean,
Oh my God. What is happening right now? Jesus Christ. I asked for you to go to get cigarettes at the gas station. You come back, you're knocking shit over. You're in the middle of our podcast right now.
folks, we have not changed since 2013. I'm actually about to
we're all
go to
pretty
the bridge
much-
right now and meet up with my boys, Remy and Donald. All right, they still
We're
live
all
under there.
23 and blackout. I mean,
That's
if that's not a shirt, I don't know what is.
That's my plan. Every
Mhm.
Sunday afternoon, pretend to be
make a shirt-
23 and get blackout drunk.
Give back to the
I'm going to
community.
make a shirt that
Back to
says
the community.
23 and blackout, and nobody's going to know what it means unless they listen to the podcast.
They'll know.
That's true.
Yeah, so, oh my God, we are at the end of the episode.
Oh.
Jesus
Oh my God,
Christ.
y'all,
Okay.
that was so. We had just. I feel like we bonded so much. I'm
Mhm.
really
Yeah,
glad I
like-
ran into y'all at that bar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our rap sheets are kind of like a rap party, you know?
Oh,
Where we're all
that's
hanging out
nice.
and we're telling each
Mhm.
other how we almost got arrested a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get blackout drunk?
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm
And almost
23,
get
so I might as
arrested?
well.
Hey,
Yeah.
according to Napoleonic code, we have to do it,
True,
or else
you're
we will
right.
go to jail.
It's a ceremonious, like friendship forging.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
I mean, if we don't get drunk
Part of
today, Napoleon Dynamite will be so mad that
He
he broke
would
that
be.
code.
Dude, he'll get pissed.
he will get pissed and he will come down here,
Mhm.
Yeah, he
pull
will
out
come
his
down
scroll.
and he would just he'll kill us.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess
Yikes.
let's do some plugs.
Yeah, let's
How about them
plug it up,
apples?
baby.
Huh? So we got yeahd.com. It's an umbrella where you can find all of our podcasts. We also have Two Adult Women on there. It's a great podcast
Hell
with
yeah.
two amazing women. We also have merch. We have blogs. We have upcoming shows. This episode's also sponsored by Target.
Fuck yeah.
You can get
Oh,
their margaritas. Are
Margaritas
so good.
in a can from
$6
Target.
for 4 margaritas.
No
Basically,
brand.
it's happy hour all the time at Target.
Targets where friendships are drunkenly cemented.
Boom. There it is. Target, I hope to get that check in the mail for the sponsorship.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's how it works.
that's definitely how that works.
That's how it works.
how I pay my rent.
Social media.
We got social media. It's all my other buddy Devin. You can just search that in the search bar of any major social media platform. Like, say you got Facebook, whatever, dude. You see that little F? Fuck that F, dude. Click the search bar and type my other buddy Devin, and then like that page. Instagram, same shit. Twitter, it's my other buddy Dev, but you can search my other buddy Devin. Nobody gives a fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm 100% sure if you go to Twitter and type in my other buddy Devin, it'll show up.
Yeah, it'll show up, dude. I've tried it. I've tried it
I'm
on
gonna
my
do
phone.
it.
Yeah, you should do it. Do
I'm gonna
it.
do it.
Follow us. Oh my God, please follow us. We have
Please,
like 38
follow- we
followers.
We have 8
You can also
followers.
Please follow us.
So we also have a show on July 20th, 7/20. It's the Sweet Sweet Beat the Heat show.
Yeah.
Um,
Sweet, beat that heat.
It's at Bank
Sounds
Street Bar,
suggestive.
4401 Bank Street, 8 p.m. Come out, have a good time. It is 100% free. You just walk in, you can see almost 2 hours of great comedy.
100%. Check this shit. This is my impression of you on that Saturday night. Oh, dude, is this a free comedy show at Bank Street Bar? Why don't I go to the bar and get a fucking White Claw, dude? Yeah, it's only $3. Whoa, White Claw's $3 here. That's dope. Wait, yo, is this a comedy show? Oh my God, they rule. That's
so this
you.
is my impression of also you if you're listening. So this is so you're oh dude, I'm walking into Bank Street Bar. Oh look, there's a pool table. No way, no one's playing it. Oh, there's a comedy shit going on, man, dude. Oh, dude, they got fucking $2 slits. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm getting hammered and yell at this comedy shit.
Yeah, me and my boys ain't gonna play pool and drown you out while you're on stage because we're polite audience members that just like to drink White Claw and laugh at your fucking show, dude.
I 100% promise that I will smoke my cigarettes outside and I will not interrupt your comedy show with my cigarette smoke.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Dude, I'm the only person that goes out every 2 minutes for a cigarette. So yeah, anyway, 4401 Bank Street Bar, 720, free. Fucking come out and have a good time. Yeah, so I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trish Montgomery,
Thanks
so much
again.
for coming
Y'all,
on.
thank y'all for having me. I
Oh,
really
it's
feel like we're
so
going to be
much
lifelong
fun.
friends.
Hell
We
yeah.
are. I'm so excited.
I
We
can't
made another
wait.
friend. There it is.
More friends, dude.
That's
Can't
4
wait.
friends. We have 4 now.
We got
so
4.
I'm so excited.
I have 2.5.
That
Oh my
rules.
God!
Yeah.
Your friends are Peter Dinklage. Anyway, so anyway, I see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bark at the moon, baby. Ow!
Bark at the moon. Dang. This has been a Yeah Deed Media production. For more info and content, go to yeahdeed.com.